You know, if there's one thing I really hate in Ark Raiders, it's extract campers.
Don't shoot! Hey, don't shoot!
With a rocketeer firing at me, by the way. But if there's one thing I love as much as embarrassing extract campers, it's getting vast amounts of quality loot real easy, real quick. Hello, my fellow raiders, and today I want to talk about something that I have talked about before, but I've really been doubling down on it recently in my own runs, and I want to share. Yes, we are going to be having another look into the power rod room on damn battlegrounds, but before you go anywhere, there's a couple reasons for that. The first is supposedly they have kind of increased the quality of locked rooms, which isn't a huge deal at the moment because of the exploit through the door, which really does need fixing, though thankfully the power rod room is one that can't be exploited into, so that's really nice. It's never going to actually be taken unless someone has used a power rod. Secondly, in patch 1.3, I really do believe that this is the best loot spot in the game, and the reason for that is with the arc killing nerf, i.e. the Hullcracker nerf, which is ridiculous, way over the top, and very anti-fun, and I do hope they listen to the community and roll it back a little bit. Making it that expensive to run and that much weaker was just a double whammy too far. But with the Hullcracker no longer as reliable, what we do want to be relying on to kill our arc is grenades and traps. Wolfpacks, trigger nades, heavy fuse grenades, and importantly deadlines are now your premium arc killing tools, including the Queen and the Matriarch too. 7-8 deadlines and they are gone. So acquiring them easily is a really, really good thing to be able to do. So you guessed it, the power rod room is exactly how you go about doing that. You can see in the background a little montage of me looting it about 6 times or so, and every single time I have opened this room, including the ones you're not seeing, there has been at minimum 2 Wolfpacks, sometimes 3. That means in 6 opens I have gained 14 Wolfpacks. That's already like 70k in value, and considering that a power rod to craft is just 2 arc circuitry, which you can make very easily with arc alloy that we have all over the place, 2 advanced electrical components, which again you can make very easily with wires that you can buy from Celeste, and then electrical components you can craft yourself from basic parts. It is super cheap to have a supply of these. So to say you can transfer 1 power rod into 2 Wolfpacks plus a load of other goodies. The other goodies being renegades, venators, torrentes, ospreys. Basically, this is your blue gun heaven, though it still drops purple guns as well, like your tempest, which is amazing. Past that, plenty of valuables, and indeed high-tier medical supplies. But of course, the real juice in patch 1.3 with our new need for explosives is if you go at night, which encourages all of the loose loot to be there, or during any major condition on damn battlegrounds, Electrostorm is good too. The left of the room, on the chairs on the table, there will always be 6 explosive spawns, and these are weighted to be high values. Wolfpacks and yes, deadlines. Any one of these 6 or 7 spawns can be a deadline. And even if you just get a single deadline, now that they cost 15k and you can only buy 1 a day, trading a power rod even for just a deadline would be a worthwhile craft, considering none of us has the deadline blueprint, assuming it even drops in the game currently. Apparently it does. And that is incredibly valuable. Just trading a power rod for 2 Wolfpacks you'd also consider a pretty good deal. That's even easier than just crafting 2 Wolfpacks if you're lucky enough to have that blueprint. So I really can't stress enough how good this room actually is. And also, in the room just outside of it, there is a security breach. So if you do have that, even in their nerf states, that's still some good ammo, guns, and mod supplies for you there. Hell, I have done this run completely naked. No augment, no shield, just one safe pocket, going in with nothing, getting all the weaponry I need from the security breach and the power rod room itself, and then escaping at the nearby extract. Still getting, of course, snuck up on and attempted to be killed while waiting for extract. And still very much enjoying embarrassing people who try and do that. Look, if you're gonna be a scumbag, fair play to you. You know, it's a PvP game, you can play however you want. But if you're going to be a scumbag and then fail so spectacularly, at least have the decency not to instantly spacebar and allow yourself to be mocked on VoIP. In any case, we have then a really nice situation where you can spawn on the map, any given location, make sure you bring adrenaline stims and at least a looter mark II, basic gun to counter your pops and burners in the building, and then just beeline straight for the dam. Have your power rod in your safety pocket, so even if you die, you don't actually waste it until you've literally opened the room, and just run straight there, popping stims up into the power station, and it's nice and easy to find. You can also loot the area as well if you want. The nearby extract, as I say, is quite a hot spot, so you might be better off veering off to another one. It'll take you longer, but it might end up being a little bit safer, and then job is a good one. And one of the good things about this room is it's so often not looted, despite it being talked about before, that even if you get a late spawn, sub 20 minutes, which I have multiple times, it's still completely up for grabs, and the entire place around it's been looted, the security breach has been taken, but no one brings a power rod. If you're gonna go to damn battlegrounds during a major condition, put a power rod in one of your safe pockets, and if you happen to be over by the generator complex, then head in and open the room. You will always get those 6-7 high value explosive spawns, and then you'll always get 4 lockers that are full of high value guns, medical supplies, and valuables, not to mention everything else in the immediate area. That's all I really have to say. I've just been testing the room over and over since patch 1.3 as a source of arc killing tools thanks to the Hullcracker nerf, and it's been proving really, really well. I get way more than I put into it out of each run, and it lets me do a lot of other farming runs involving arc for much, much cheaper than it would be actually under any other method. So yeah, just something to keep in mind, and out of the 20 plus times I have run it since patch 1.3, again, there has never not been at least 2 Wolfpacks in there, which is just lovely. And if you're a fan of the Venator, like who isn't, the Torrente and the Renegade, this is a constant supply of them as well. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, let me know how your own dealings with that room have gone, but for now, like if you enjoyed this, subscribe, hit the bell for more, consider supporting the future channel on Patreon down below, and until we meet again, a goodbye.
Josh, Cotton, and Hollow with the videos, dropping the humor like a hammer on your tippy toes, bringing entertainment on a daily arrangement to take our insanity and turn it into entertainment. Yes, I said entertainment twice, to reiterate that it is nice to look into your faces on a mostly daily basis when you let us in your homes to make the whole world a stage. Goodbye.